Now that's a heartwarming story. Another heartwarming story. We had Brian Vickers at Loudon, and now we've got Ryan Newman at Indianapolis. Just 2 weeks after he got the pink slip from boss Tony Stewart, Ryan bounces back to win one of the biggest races of them all, the Brickyard 400 Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Mike Mullen from MikeMullen.net, and great win. Jimmy Johnson dominated, had a slow pit stop the last time around, and Matt Borland, Ryan's crew chief, went with 2 tires rather than 4 against the book, put him out front, held on to win. Decisively, Jimmy couldn't catch up. About 2 seconds behind at the end. Casey Kane was 3rd, and Tony Stewart was 4th. They've turned things around. Well, their 3rd teammate didn't do much better than 30th, but Ryan and Tony were in contention. In fact, Ryan got a big hug from Tony in victory lane. Nice story. The trouble is, the race wasn't that exciting. That's the way it's been here. Flat track, 205 miles an hour into the corners at least, and only 3 yellows for cars being too slow on the racetrack or stalling out. Not really much of action there. Nothing coming off. Great restarts, 3 restarts, and those double file restarts are zany. Tony was having a ball out there, scaring the heck out of everybody. Those were good, but the rest of the race was pretty much single file, strung out. It's the way it's been here. We asked Tony about that. We asked a lot of drivers about that. Drivers said it was harder to pass this year with this new 213 car, the Gen 6, than it was last year with the COT. In fact, we talked to Casey Kane. He said 204 and 205 when you raced back here before they had the car tomorrow. He said it was fairly easy to pass, relatively, and then it got harder. They redid the track, did the diamond cutting, and then they had the tire problems, and Goodyear's got the tire problem solved, but cars just don't seem to handle that well in the corners, not at these kind of speeds. Maybe they should slow them down. Maybe somebody needs to go back and look at Ontario Motor Speedway. Remember that? 10 years on the NASCAR Tour, a carbon copy of Indianapolis Motor Speedway out there in Los Angeles. They had some great races. Check out the YouTube video clips. 78, 79. Those guys were passing every lap. Into the corners, off the corners, down the back straightaways. What did they know that we didn't know? I know the cars have changed and all that. Yeah, right. Changed for the better or changed for the worse? Looks to me like when you're passing on a track like this, like they did at Ontario, they knew something. Pearson, Petty, Yarborough. Check out those clips and then tell me that there's something wrong with Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We can solve these problems if somebody wants to. The crowd? Pretty dismal, about half full, 257,000 seats and maybe 100 and a quarter, maybe 110,000 here. Not a bad crowd. It'd be a good crowd just about anywhere else, but this is the Brickyard. This is hallowed ground. This is the legendary racetrack that everybody wants to win at. Well, Ryan Newman won today. Not in front of a big enough crowd, though, in my book. We need to shore this place up. Get the spark back. Get the buzz back. Just my opinion. Mike Mullen for MikeMullen.net. Indianapolis Motor Speedway and Ryan Newman beats Jimmy Johnson.